See if we can get us a quick dub with the warm-up game before we play this league game.
You cannot be spending $23,000 on her if you're still paying a Cardinal or paying for an apartment. Think through this before the entire sick brigade comes at me. What does she do for you that is worth $23,000? This is why I tell young brothers so often is that until you get older, you begin to see the matrix that you are in, which is designed to make you a consumer. Focus on investing into yourself. Focus on removing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
It should be comment down below and put in timestamps on what portion of the video that you are speaking about. Alright? This one was an interesting one today. I think I enjoyed myself. Until next time, YouTube.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Bernard.
Come on, man.
Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to 3rd down.
I'm taking Joey to expect.
It's Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's able to find Miller. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
And when I say revisionist history, what I'm saying is that there's many modern-day fans that paint this uneven, right, or this oppressive reason.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
Yes, that's so much trauma involved within that. Have you ever seen the pictures of the men of the Industrial Revolution? They look like animals. They look like filthy, dirty animals. But that's what we have now. Men built the world, and then women turn around. When it's a first-class world society, it's saying.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0.
What else do most men
Don't get my voice confused with the little cat's voice. All right, fellas, let's do what we do.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
What a man is, what masculinity is, what is a man's purpose with that family. So I'm actually interested in what she's going to say, but let's just read this. It really sounds like it's all about money. No wonder men don't want to marry anymore. Okay, let's see what she has to say. You're going to come over?
Let's see what we can get going, baby.
The Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought
All right, it's a nice start. It's a nice start.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Try to build a household. Try to establish generational wealth.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5.
All right, take it out, take it.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them.
I don't know what this little nigga talking about.
300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They have to give them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has some.
All right, I'm tired of listening to these little cats.
First and 10.
About to go to a solo chat or something.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone.
Your femininity. So your
Hold on, get up out of this shit.
self-actualization will not be obtainable unless you have a strong masculine dude in your presence.
He's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
But she's framing this talking point like this and saying bang maids because
All right, there we go.
That's all what men use her for right now. Most likely because they understand after they meet her, her disposition, thus leading her to be pumped and dumped.
There we go, there we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I'm not going to disagree with you, Savannah, but if we're looking for bang maids, then y'all are looking for bang slaves. Let's just keep it a buck, because you just admitted to women.
On second down, Elliott once more. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50.
All right.
Actually have a voice. They're less likely to put up with the bullshit that their grandmothers and grandparents had to endure.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
This is why so many
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Different things, then you think that you deserve a guy that is of higher value, but you're establishing value differently.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone.
Good shit, fellas.
Extend the lead by 2 more.
Let's just take it to value to them as soon as they bring calling out a degree of movement do exist, which is
Now after the touchdown at Zerline, he'll kick it away.
calling out all of these different things. We call out the attitude.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Going to respond accordingly. The fact is that 50% of men under the age of 30 are single and childless. So there's men out there. And also judging from the wage numbers, women are not out earning men.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
On
first and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put
Keep
into
that
their
clock
passing
moving.
game,
Keep that
because
clock
it was
moving.
evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Bernard. And he'll take this
That's
up
cool with me,
to about
baby.
the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
With a guy and woman can be more detrimental to a woman if said relationship doesn't pan out. But then she finally
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Well, teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
questions, comments, concerns.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
You agree, you disagree, leave your comments down below so we can have a conversation about it. Until next time, be judged.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they'll get 8 on this before being stopped at the 28.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble. Playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Pollard going to try the right
That's my
side.
fault. That's my fault.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Where they allegedly discussed their plan for the mother to acquire pills for medical.
Here's Prescott.
Instructing her when and how.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah,
Let's do it to him.
Touchdown was scored there. Now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
4th down, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2nd and 7.
Most experts agree that, maybe some people can quit Facebook, but it's not really realistic to disconnect entirely from having a digital life. Much more realistically is...
They'll run left with Pollard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Motherfucker.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Second down and 7. Now Brady on the bootleg.
What the fuck?
Is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady rolling to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
He almost got that shit off, too.
Get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL.
Run that shit back.
Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, motherfucker.
What a catch.
Good shit.
A big play
That's on me. That's on me, fellas.
Yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have
See if we can get this rock back.
expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette running out of the gun. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
All pilots are women, according to the FAA. And the gender gap isn't just in the cockpit. Women are underrepresented in many different areas of aviation, like technicians, for example. They keep the planes running. Girl Venture, a camp for high school girls, is getting women interested in aviation and inspiring them to sail even higher. And this is just that's it.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Ooh. Damn, fellas.
Buccaneer touchdown. Tyler Johnson there to make the grab. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them.
Okay, then.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that's
Just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The industry is experiencing a generational
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 10-yard line. 121 yards rushing for Johnson. He's been tremendous all day long.
Whatever their dreams might be, the Aviation Technician Education Council projects a shortage of 12,000 licensed mechanics by 2041. 16-year-old Josie...
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But camps like World Venture show these girls that the sky is not the limit.
Anything is possible. You just have to set your mind to it, go jump into it, and you can get there.
Maggie Vespa, NBC News.
Love that. And girls are always the smartest ones in the class anyway, right, girls? Smartest ones in the class. Thanks for joining us. That's a wrap for this.
To throw is Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play. And I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so.
House is completely destroyed. Dozens of homes in the area have also been...
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Taming inflation, a new report showing a slowdown in consumer prices. But Americans...
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets off sometimes? The back of the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Despite previously claiming only mob bosses use that. Trump saying he did it because he and his children were the targets of a witch hunt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
Oh, and now some space to operate.
Good shit.
Near midfield at the 49. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Brady to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A Trump lawyer in the room says the former president did read a statement where he called this inquiry the greatest witch hunt in the history of our country.
Now Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw, Brady. Connecting with Johnson.
Ooh, good shit, good shit.
And he takes this just a
Good
few
shit.
yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, they got the yards
That's
they
a good
needed
play.
there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
To gain financially with lenders and on
Let me see
taxes.
something.
Today, Mr. Trump claims that a separate investigation, the search warrant executed Monday by the FBI in Florida, was a tipping point in his decision against self-incrimination.
To throw is Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Second and 15. They'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception.
Ooh, he got that bitch. Good fucking catch.
To a 4-yard shy of the 5.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And we also heard from the former president himself, who posted on social media after he left.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. He'll look to throw.
Ooh, oh, Madden played him on that one. Good game, bro. Good game.
Just about sewn up this football game. Just when you
I guess we must have shit. We didn't even have the momentum. Wow. I know he's salty on the other side for that one. But we'll take it, baby.
And they got it right there, partner.
We will take it.
University of Alabama law professor and MSNBC legal analyst. Joyce, the former president for years, he said...
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run.
Like a legal strategy, because Trump's lawyers have an notoriously difficult client on their hands. And one thing we don't want to do is
Good game, man. Good game.
give them free rein.
This one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they?
All right, that was a good warm-up. You can check me out in this league game. I'm about to start up in about
They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield.
2 minutes.
All those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right?
So
But
to
those
hit
who
the
are mentally
earth.
tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
I think my edibles just kicked in too. I don't know.
So from an evidentiary point of view, asserting the Fifth Amendment in a criminal case is something that a jury would never find out. But in a civil case, if this were ultimately to end up as a civil trial, the Attorney General could ask that the judge instruct the jury that they can draw negative inferences if someone declines to answer questions because they believe the answers might incriminate them. So maybe this is a part of a calculus of evidence, but in many ways a deposition like this is an opportunity for someone who's under investigation.
The vision game, baby.
To prosecutors, to explain to the state's Attorney General why they're